For decades, malaria was considered a disease of rural and forested regions, affecting tribal populations and remote communities. However, recent findings from India's Malaria Elimination Technical Report reveal a troubling shift. Malaria is increasingly becoming an urban problem, posing a serious threat to India's goal of eliminating the disease by the year 2030. India is currently in the pre-elimination phase of malaria control. While overall cases have declined significantly, transmission is no longer evenly distributed. Certain districts continue to carry a heavy burden, particularly in the states of Odisha, Tripura, and Mizoram. At the same time, malaria is emerging in urban settings, driven by rapid urbanization and changes in mosquito behavior. Several factors are responsible for the continued transmission of malaria. One major challenge is asymptomatic infection. Many individuals carry the malaria parasite without showing any symptoms, allowing the disease to spread silently within communities.
Difficult terrain and remote locations also delay access to diagnosis and treatment, especially in forested and tribal regions. Population movement further complicates malaria control.
Seasonal migration, labor movement, and urban expansion enable the parasite to travel across districts and states. Cross-border transmission is another critical concern. Malaria continues to enter India from neighboring countries such as Myanmar and Bangladesh, particularly affecting northeastern border districts. This makes malaria elimination a regional challenge rather than a purely national one.
A significant driver of urban malaria is the emergence of a mosquito species capable of thriving in cities.
This mosquito breeds in artificial water containers such as overhead tanks, construction sites, discarded tires, and plastic storage containers.
Unlike traditional malaria mosquitoes that prefer rural water bodies, this species adapts easily to urban environments. Unplanned urban growth, informal settlements, high population density, and fragmented healthcare delivery systems create ideal conditions for malaria transmission in cities. In urban areas, delayed diagnosis and inconsistent reporting from private healthcare providers often allow cases to go unnoticed, sustaining transmission.
Malaria itself is a life-threatening disease caused by parasites known as Plasmodium. These parasites are transmitted to humans through the bite of infected female mosquitoes. In rare cases, malaria can also spread through blood transfusions or contaminated needles.
5 species of the Plasmodium parasite can infect humans. Among them, Plasmodium falciparum and Plasmodium vivax are the most dangerous.
Plasmodium falciparum is the deadliest and is most common in Africa, while Plasmodium vivax is more prevalent outside sub-Saharan Africa and is the dominant species in India.
Symptoms of malaria often resemble flu and include high fever, chills, headache, muscle pain, and extreme fatigue.
Without timely diagnosis and treatment, malaria can lead to severe complications and death, particularly among children and pregnant women. After decades of research, vaccines have become a new tool in the fight against malaria. 2 vaccines targeting Plasmodium falciparum have been approved by global health authorities. These vaccines are safe and effective and offer renewed hope for reducing malaria-related illness and deaths in high-burden regions. India has made substantial progress in reducing malaria cases. Between 2017 and 2023, the country achieved a reduction of nearly 69%, with cases falling from 6.4 million to around 2 million. Despite this progress, India still accounted for half of all malaria cases in the World Health Organization's Southeast Asia region in 2023. The region recorded approximately 4 million malaria cases, contributing about 1.5% of the global malaria burden. At the same time, successful examples exist. Countries such as Sri Lanka have been declared malaria-free, while Bhutan and Timor-Leste have reported zero malaria deaths for many years. India has set an ambitious interim target of achieving zero indigenous malaria cases by 2027. This goal is supported by the National Framework for Malaria Elimination, launched in 2016, and coordinated research efforts led by national medical institutions. Despite progress, several challenges remain. These include drug and insecticide resistance, limited capacity for mosquito surveillance, operational gaps in remote tribal regions, inconsistent reporting from the private sector, and occasional shortages of diagnostic tests and medicines. Experts emphasize that eliminating malaria will require stronger surveillance systems, improved vector monitoring, reliable supply chains, and focused strategies for urban malaria control. Malaria is no longer just a rural disease, it is an emerging urban public health threat